peace of mind, balance, physical and spiritual discipline. For centuries, yoga has been used to center oneself, find freedom, and worship the sun. 4 times a year, during the summer and winter solstice and the equinox, yogis around the globe practice an ancient Indian tradition called 108 Sun Salutes, an act to welcome the new season and surrender to the universe. Jon Sookocheff of Medicine Hat is one of these yogis, committed to doing 108 Sun Salutes 108 times, and he started the practice in 2011.
It was just I guess the result of some soul searching, and a bunch of things came together all at once. But the idea came to me as I was watching a documentary called Big River Man about an elderly Estonian gentleman who gets it in his head that he's going to swim the length of the longest rivers in the world. And I had done a lot of traveling and entering a phase in my life where I'm settling down, and so I'm looking for something to keep me engaged in the community or in life in a capacity that's outside of work and family. And I hit on this idea to do 108 sun salutes 108 times, and in order to raise money for charity.
Jon and his wife were first introduced to yoga while living in Japan, teaching English. They spent 2 years there before moving to India for 6 months to further their study.
Being over in India was a really transformative experience, and I think what I like about yoga is just some of the fundamental philosophy that comes with it, the importance of discipline, self-control, the importance of willpower, and a lot of that ties into doing this 108 sun salutes. So it's not easy, it's hard. It takes about 90 minutes and you're moving the whole time. And then for me to say that I'm going to do it 108 times, you traditionally do it 4 times a year to celebrate the solstice and the equinox. And so 4 times a year. I started when I was 33. That means I'll still be doing this when I'm 60. I'll finally finish.
Jon uses the quarterly event as a fundraiser, raising money and awareness for the local women's shelter. So far, he's expanded the idea to Canmore, Alberta, but his goal is much greater.
And Kristen Stewart is supporting the YMCA in Canmore, has a project to expand their women's shelter. And I've had discussions with yogis from other communities as well. And so 108, 108, 108, I would like to see this spread to 108 cities within Canada. Traditionally, you would do it in the morning and start off the first day of the season that way. We're choosing to close out the first day of the season with this, and I guess that's part of yoga coming to the West, is we're sort of messing with it, and it is what it is, but it's also evolving and becoming part of a global culture, I think, where it now at this point belongs to everyone. It's like karate, it's non-denominational, and it just appeals to people because, you know what, it works.
Well, Jon says he's probably one of the first people to openly commit to doing 108 sun salutes 108 times. He says the act as a whole is certainly not his idea.
It's part of a broader community, and for me to take credit for anything would be, disingenuous. It really does belong to the little yoga community here in Medicine Hat, but then also the larger yoga community around the world in places like Canmore, where Kristen is doing the event under the banner that we've created, but also a yoga studio in Halifax or in Vancouver. Wherever they're doing this, we're all doing it for the same thing, and it really just is a good thing to be doing.
In Medicine Hat, I'm Christy Pick for Shaw TV.